you guys ready for the ultimate warrior test? The first to make it to the top of the coconut tree wins the sacred sword of Ga. That is not the sword of Ga. It's just wood. Hey, I'm in charge here, and this wood is whatever I say it is. Now let's race! Hello everyone, I'm Princess Ayo, and this is my home. Before we continue, please like and subscribe to Purple Diary for amazing stories. Many people have heard of us. My people are the last uncontacted tribe in the world ruled by a high chief, my father. In my community, we don't even have TVs or even books. Everyone has a role mapped out for them, and my role is to be the next ruler after my dad. Our life here is simple. We train with the elders and learn skills that help keep our tribe alive. I've been training to be a healer since I was 5, because all rulers in our tribe must be healers. But when I'm not training or learning the culture of our people, I enjoy exploring the huge forest that surrounds my village. I never questioned our life as a child until one day I was on an adventure with my friend in the bushes looking for wild animals. Ayo, we need to head back now. Our parents will worry. Shh! We are warriors. We shouldn't be scared of our parents. Ah! What is that? It's not moving. Stand back! Hi-ya! Oh, I don't think it's dangerous, but we're not supposed to touch things from the outside world. Let's go home. As we walked away from the bag, a force that I couldn't explain kept drawing me towards it. I wanted to know what was in it. So later that night, while our community slept, I snuck out back into the bushes and got the bag. When I opened it, I discovered a new world. I found a couple of useless things, but what changed my life was a large picture book. It had pictures of cars, food I had never seen before, tall buildings that reached the sky, and people that didn't look like my people. From that day, I became fascinated with the world beyond our wall. Dad, what do you think the outside world is like?
I have no idea. I don't think of them.
I wonder if they fart and poop like us. I wonder if it smells too.
Ayo, everyone farts and poops. People are people, but thankfully we will never have to find out because they're not allowed here. Understood?
But why?
I will tell you, but not today.
It seemed like no one else in my village was curious about the world outside. Life went on and everyone was content, except me. Why did my people have to live in secret? On the night of my 16th birthday, I finally had my answer. When I turned 16, there was a coronation ceremony to confirm me as the heir. The ceremony was a huge party that lasted for 3 days. On the night of the 3rd day, my father took me deep into the caves with a few other elders. The cave was blacked out, and I was a little scared.
Ayo, today you learn the secrets of our ancestors. And like everyone else here, you must pledge to protect our legacy with your life.
Yes, Father. Someone lit the candles, and before me stood a tall pile of emeralds. The pile was bigger than the tall buildings I had seen in that book. Oh my, what is this?
This is what makes us who we are. Centuries ago, our people were running from a war. Deep in this forest, they found sanctuary in this cave. The cave gave them protection, food, and everything they needed on the condition that no one told any of the emeralds. Centuries later, we have upheld this promise.
Is this why foreigners are always trying to gain access to us?
Yes. There have been many rumors about deposits, but none of them can find it unless we lead them to it. They got close once and our people nearly lost their lives, but that must never happen again. They must never find this cave.
Yes, Father. I promise to safeguard and protect our people from those savages. For a long time, my duties as the incoming heir kept me busy, and I had less time for dreaming until one ordinary afternoon. I was holding court and resolving conflicts with my father when we heard a commotion outside. We ran out, and before us was a strange man dressed in weird clothes like I had never seen before.
Savages! Protect the tribe!
That was the war cry. In a second, the entire army had assembled and encircled the strangers.
Who are you? How did you find us? Speak now or meet your end. We're not savages, please. We were hiking in the woods and something bit my son in the woods. Please, we found the settlement by accident. Help me, please. He speaks lies. We must cast them away. No! Look at him, please.
For the first time, I noticed the frail boy lying behind the man. His eyes were closed shut like he was sleeping. I felt a fluster in my heart for the poor boy.
Set down your weapons. There shall be no helping the savages. Leave here at once. Please, my son is dying. Help me, please.
Without thinking, I ran to the man's side. Show me the bite.
Ayo, get back here.
Father, it's a snake bite. We must help him. Remember, our land forbids us from refusing to help sick people.
That law doesn't include savages. Get back here now.
People are people, Father. From the bite, I knew what snake had bitten him, and I also knew the antidote for the venom. I ran back to our home and got the antidote. I put it in the boy's mouth, and a few seconds after, he opened his eyes. His deep blue eyes looked into mine weakly, and I felt a knot in my stomach. What was this feeling?
Oh, thank you, thank you. My son lives. Thank you.
As I walked back to my people, they all looked disappointed in me. I could see the veins popping in my father's head. I was going to be punished, I knew. But right now what mattered was that I just saved a life.
What have you done? We must have an emergency elders meeting to decide your punishment and what to do with those people. Go, now!
I walked into the room to receive my verdict. The elders had already gathered and my father's anger was still showing.
You swore an oath to protect this village. We come first.
Forgive me, Father, but on the day of my healer training, I also swore an oath to the gods to never turn away a sick person. I have broken no rules.
How dare you? The girl is right.
I was shocked when I heard Elder Whale speak up. He was the healing master of the village, and I had been training under him since I was 5.
As a healer, she did the right thing. As a leader, maybe not, but she broke no rules. So now we have strangers in our home. They have discovered us. Who is to say that these ones are not spies and their army is on the way here?
Father, if I may, I think that we don't have to decide right away. Let's put them in a hut at the end of the village away from everyone for now. Then we send our warriors to scout the forest looking for signs of an army. Whatever they find out there, then we will decide what to do. Everyone went quiet. That's how I knew that they agreed with me.
Fine, but we must make sure that we keep them away from our village. No interacting with them. Ayo, I'm talking to you.
Me? Of course I'll stay away. I would never disobey you. Okay. At first I really meant to stay away, but how could I? The answer to every question I had ever had about the outside world was just on the other side of the village. So on a cool night when everyone was watching the beautiful full moon from their front porches, I snuck out and went to the lonely hut at the end of the village. Psst! Look here, it's me.
What are you doing here? You're not supposed to speak to us.
How's the snake bite?
What? Oh, yeah, I'm a lot better. Thanks again for saving my life.
You're welcome. Where's your dad?
He went into the forest to search for food.
Huh. So I have an important question to ask you. Do you, can you fart?
What?
You know, fart and poop. Do your people do that?
Yes, we do. Wait, my name is James. What's yours?
Ayo. From that day, I started sneaking out to ask James questions about things I saw in my picture book. I would wait until I saw his dad take off to forage for food before going to meet James. So, these cars, are there horses inside them making them move?
No, it has engines. It's kind of technology.
Wow. We have technology here too, but not cars. No matter how dumb my questions were, James always answered, but sometimes he would laugh first. I don't understand how a house can be this high. If you live at the top, can you see God?
No, just the clouds. I think God lives way higher.
Clouds. One day, I was with James when his father came home earlier than expected.
My princess, what an honor for you to grace us with your presence.
Okay, but we don't bow here. I just, wanted to check in.
Do you have any idea when we might be free to go?
Well, we haven't heard a word from the scouts, but I'm guessing quite soon. I have to head out.
Wait, I heard a beautiful tune playing from drums yesterday. Is there an upcoming celebration?
We are preparing for our New Year festival.
Ah, it would be such an honor to celebrate alongside your people. I know you don't trust us, but if you give us a chance, you'll see how pure our souls are. Plus, it's terribly lonely here. Yeah, it's terribly dull here. You know, imagine having just your dad to speak to.
As I walked away, I saw a glimpse of sadness in James's eyes. It never occurred to me how difficult it must have been for them. Holed up in a little hut for weeks. I decided to help. Getting them an invite to the festival should lift their spirits. I had to find a way to convince my dad, though. Hello, Father. Where are you headed, and can I join you?
You haven't offered to spend time with me in weeks now. I thought you were avoiding me.
What? That's not true. Elder Whale has been keeping us busy, that's all. So, where are we headed?
Fishing.
Perfect. So, Father, do you know when the strangers might be free to go yet?
No idea. The scouts are not back yet.
So, I have an idea. What if we invite them to the New Year festival? That way we can be able to assess them for ourselves. What if, as we're waiting for the scouts to come, they're already planning something? I think we should keep our enemies closer.
You know, that's not a bad idea, but we must still be vigilant. Divulge no secrets, but watch them closely.
Exactly. Hey, look! That's one big fish! Get it, Dad! James and his dad were so happy when I told them that they were allowed to come into the village for the night. The New Year festival was the biggest and most important festival in my village. We spent the entire day cooking, rehearsing performances, and when the sun went down, the party started. I was sitting next to my father enjoying the dances when I saw James and his dad coming. James, glad you could make it.
Well, I don't really have anything else to do. James? How do you know his name?
Did I say James? He told me on the day I saved him.
How? My king, we're so glad that you've given us an opportunity to dine with you today.
The festival was amazing. James's dad had the most fun. He danced with everyone, and the entire crowd loved watching him copy dance moves and fail horribly at it. Your dad is so fun. Mine is super uptight.
Well, he is quite a charmer. So, would you introduce me to your boyfriend? It would be hard to believe that the most beautiful girl in the village is single.
Well, I'm flattered, but I do not have a boyfriend.
Good. I didn't intend to flatter you. Ayo!
That's my dad. I have to go. Enjoy the night. James's dad endeared himself to the entire village, and after that night, the villagers started allowing them to mix with us, and I got to spend more time with James.
How do you know your way around this huge forest so well? My dad and I always get lost.
I've been walking around here since I was born.
Hey, what's over there?
Oh, that? Nothing too serious, but it's out of bounds to strangers.
Come on, you still don't trust me?
Not that, just that you can't go there. All you need to know is that it's a secret of my people. This way, I'll show you the elephants. One day I came home after exploring the forest with James, and I found my father waiting outside for me.
Ayo, I need you to be careful. I still don't trust those people, and our scouts are still not back. What if they did something to them?
Father, James and his father are cool. Look around, everyone likes them except you.
That doesn't mean I'm wrong. I have a bad feeling about them.
Well, I should have listened to my dad. I should never have allowed James's blue, angelic eyes to suck me in, and maybe I could have stopped what happened next. One day I went to James's hut to see him, and on my way I overheard a conversation.
So she still hasn't shown you the emeralds. I'm running out of patience pretending to care about these savages. No, she hasn't. Dad, I don't think I can do this anymore. These are good people. They accepted us into their home. We shouldn't steal from them. Listen to me, James. You cannot go soft on me. My grandfather and father spent their entire life finding this emerald. We're closer than they ever were, and we must complete their mission.
My head was spinning. What a fool I was! My father was right. I ran as fast as I could to my father. As soon as I ran into the throne room, I found that the scouts had just come back.
I told you, Ayo. They're spies. They have an army camped outside the forest.
I know, Father. I just heard them talking about it.
Warriors, bring the strangers to me. How dare you? I allowed you into our home, and you think you can steal from us? My king, I don't know what you're talking about.
I heard you! Just now talking to James in your hut!
I can explain, Ayo. I didn't want to do any of this. My dad made me do it. I'm so sorry. You pathetic, spineless boy! Look at you apologizing to savages! Your ancestors would be ashamed! Lock them up in the dungeons! It's too late. My army is here.
And just like that, everything went to hell. Our gates swung out and huge bulldozers entered and started destroying our homes.
Ha 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 ha! Now someone has to show us the emerald mines or we'll flatten your village in a few hours.
My father and the warriors were fighting back, but our guns and spears were useless against these giant cars. Oh no, it was all my fault. I was hiding in a groove trying to think of a way to stop this when I felt a tap on my shoulder.
Ayo, I know how to stop this.
Don't you dare touch me, you snake! I trusted you!
I know, but there's no time. I'm sorry. My father made me do all of this. Just let me fix this.
I can never trust you again!
I understand, but right now I can save your people. Just show me a way to get to our hut without my father seeing.
I had no reason to trust James, but if there was a tiny chance that he could save my village, then I had to help. I showed James a creek that led to his hut.
This is a kill switch. It's gonna kill the bulldozers. My father can't fight without them.
Why are you helping us?
Because it's the right thing to do and because I'm in love with the princess. Let's go.
When we returned to the village, the bulldozers had all powered down and the warriors had rounded up the intruders, including James's dad.
Your Highness, I beg for my life. We're sorry. We were just greedy, please. Take them out the forest. When you pass the forest, use the memory spell on them. All of you will forget everything that happened here.
Father, I know that all of this is my fault, but you should know that James saved us. He turned off the bulldozers.
Traitor! Is that so? So, James, whose side are you on? Your Highness, I stand on the side of what is right. If given a chance, I will like to remain here and earn your trust every day for the rest of my life. So be it then. Cast the rest of them away. No! Ayo, I'm going to make you trust me again.
It's a good thing you're here forever then. I look forward to that. And kids, that is the story of how I met my husband.